All right, welcome back to the last call. Sorry, guys. Welcome back to the last call. Sorry, I'm a little late. Just gonna be completely honest. I actually slept in, so um, it was weird because I wasn't sleeping properly. Like I kept waking up every couple of hours, and then all of a sudden, towards the end, I just crash out hardcore. So I just woke up not long ago. So yeah. But if you're watching, thank you so much for watching, Nikki. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being on here. But again, yeah, sorry for being late. You know, yeah, I'm usually pretty good on being on time. I did say I was gonna make a michelada. Basically, if you don't know what a michelada is, it's like a beer, like a Bloody Mary, but with beer instead. It's probably the easiest way to describe it. So yeah, I was gonna do that, but just because I woke up late, honestly, I would have been even later to set everything up. So, yeah, instead of the michelada, basically, I'm just gonna be drinking a beer while I talk. I was gonna use something similar to this for the michelada anyway. So it's a Golden Road Guayaba cart. They're really popular for their a mango beer. It's called Mango Cart. Um, it's a really popular one. So I was gonna make a michelada with this one or the mango one. I'm just gonna drink this instead. Next stream I can for sure do a michelada. But this is it sounds funny, but this is kind of my breakfast, so I'm just gonna drink this instead. Hey, bud, Dante, how we doing? Hope you're doing well. How's everything with you? So yeah, I'll drink this while I'm while I'm doing the live stream. Again, please excuse me. I literally just woke up a few minutes ago, so yeah, I just slept in, worked last night, and yeah, stayed up a while, and I just woke up right now. But basically for today, I was just gonna ask some advice on like basically the best places in Southeast Asia to travel to. So I was doing some research, and I plan on being in Thailand for a few months next year, right? And I was doing some research on how cheap flights are from Thailand to other places nearby. So like you can get flights to the Philippines, to Bali, to Vietnam, and I think I checked one other place, and they were all under 100 US dollars. So it's super cheap to do some traveling. Basically, um, Bangkok to Manila was like $105. Um, Manila to Bali was 70 something US dollars. Um, to Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam, it was 70 something dollars as well. There was under $60 to Malaysia, and then like say I went like from Malaysia returned back to Thailand, it was like $61. So it's super cheap. So I was just wondering if any of you guys have ever been to any of those countries and what your thoughts are and everything. Let me get a drink of beer here. Gotta say that beer is actually really smooth though. Golden Road's a good company. Like I said, they make a mango one, they make a melon cart, and then they make a guava cart. Really smooth. Kind of doesn't taste like beer in a way. It's a beer though. It's not a seltzer. It's a beer. Um, so yeah. Anyway, again, apologies. I just woke up, but I'm getting there. Yeah. Anyway, about my Vegas trip. So basically, I was in Vegas, right? I stayed in Fremont. I stayed in downtown this time. Um, Videos will be released shortly, hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, I was in Vegas. I stayed in Fremont. Fremont's really cool. It's downtown. Basically, Vegas poured millions of dollars into revamping Fremont or downtown Las Vegas, right? They poured millions of dollars into it, and it's really cool actually. There's a ton of casinos and hotels. There's Golden Gate, Golden Nugget. There's the D. There's Circa. Circa's our newest one. There's so many. What else am I missing? Binions, Four Queens, and they're huge, and they have like that big strip with the TV over it. If you've seen my live streams, um, it's a nice strip. They had three concerts going on the weekend. Actually, it was on a Monday night. Surprisingly, they had three concerts going. So it's a lot of fun. It's free. You can get drinks. Pretty much all the casinos have bars outside, so you can get drinks there. They're still a bit cheaper than the strip, like the main strip, but they are kind of a little bit pricey because it is Vegas. But it's a lot of fun. I had a great time. Literally walking out from my hotel, taking the elevator down. I was on the main strip maybe 2 or 3 minutes later. So you're right by the action. The bad part to that is that you do hear that noise from your room sometimes too. So um, it's give and take. You're gonna hear noise from your room in a lot of the rooms, but you're right where the action is, right in the middle of all the action. So it's good and bad. But yeah, Vegas was a lot of fun. I always love it out there. I got to see some of my old friends. The very first night I got there, I was watching the football game and I got my butt kicked on the machines. I lost probably in that time of the game. And keep in mind, I was watching the game, so I was like playing and gambling at the same time. So drinks were actually free because I was gambling, right? But I was watching the game, so I was just kind of hitting play while watching the game. I literally went through probably about $250 or so in that first like 3 hours I was there while watching the game. So I was losing a lot. I got my butt kicked. Um, at the end, I hit on Keno. I hit for 6 spots, so I basically won $400. So at least I won my money back and some. I got to tip out the bartender, so that was cool. Then I just kind of kept playing throughout my time there. Um, and yeah, the second day, same thing. I was losing, and then at the very last minute, my very last $20 bill I had, I put it in the machine, and I hit a 5 spot, which pays out $200. So that was really cool, actually. So I got my money back on that one too. Anyway, who's watching right now? Let me know who's watching and what are you guys up to. Um, I don't want to feel like I'm just rambling and rambling. Let me know who's on. And yeah, like I said, if you guys have any input on Southeast Asia or what places to go to, let me know about that as well. Other than that, I hope you guys can see I'm waking up a little bit already. But yeah, let me have a sip of beer here. But yeah, Vegas is cool. If you all have never been there before, but there is a lot of drinking, there is a lot of gambling that happens there. So, you have to be prepared for that. And I was actually talking to the one of my Uber drivers that took me to the airport about how many people move there and then basically get addicted to gambling or get addicted to drinking. So you kind of have to be careful with that right now. Get addicted to drinking, says the guy that's having a beer for breakfast, right? No, honestly, normally I never would, but for this live stream, I said I would. I should have been actually drinking a Michelada, but yeah, like I said, I was just running late today. Um, but yeah, anyway, um, yesterday was interesting at work. Basically, there was a lot of whiskey on the rocks, so it was pretty easy going. Um, but yeah, it was a chill day at work, but yeah, it was a lot of whiskey, a lot of beers. I had a couple of angry customers, which was interesting. Normally, that job's a little bit more chill, but I had some angry customers last night. Yeah, other than that, but Vegas was a lot of fun. I really enjoy Vegas. If you guys have never been to downtown, it's worth checking out as well. So yeah, there's some cool stuff to see over there. Free concerts. Like I said, the drinks are quite a bit cheaper than if you go to the strip. There's nightclubs. Believe it or not, there's actually nightclubs over there too. Um, each casino has like different things that they offer, whether it be like cheaper meals or stuff than what you're gonna find on the strip. So yeah, downtown Fremont's actually pretty cool, pretty worth checking out. Um, yeah, so basically an update for the rest of for basically my channel. Expect the first Vegas video to be out hopefully tomorrow. It should be out tomorrow, so expect a new video released tomorrow. I have a concert that I'm bartending at tonight, so I'll try to do a YouTube short from the concert, show how busy it is and everything. As long as I have the chance to, which I should. So I'll have a YouTube short coming out tonight. I'll have a video released tomorrow, and then I have another Vegas video that I'll release probably in 3 or 4 days from now. I just have to finish the editing on that second one. Other than that, I will be doing a Mexico trip within the next 3 weeks or so. I always love doing Mexico content. I love it out there. So if I do go to TJ or Rosarito, I will film out there as well. It'll be fun. I love going to Mexico. So aside from that, that's probably the only traveling I have planned in the near future. But I always like my Vegas and my Mexico trip, so anything can change. Um, hey Steve, hey, hope you're well, buddy. Hope everything's good. Um, my thoughts and prayers are you with you and your family, buddy. Hope you're doing all right. Scud, what's up, buddy? Are you partaking in a drink tonight or no drink tonight? Lay, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're well. Um, yeah. So basically, this is what I'm drinking today. Um, I was honestly supposed to drink a he pooped. I was honestly supposed to make a michelada today. A michelada is basically like a Bloody Mary but with beer. It's pretty popular in Mexico. But I woke up late. I literally woke up like 10 minutes before my live stream, so I didn't really have time to prepare. I just worked late last night, so yeah. So basically, I woke up and I was like, all right, beer it is, and yeah, and I'll jump on this live stream real quick. So, um, Carl, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being on. Appreciate it. So yeah, literally, I just jumped on, got ready on this live stream, and kind of got prepared for it as quickly as possible. So yeah, when I first started this live stream, my voice was even not all there yet. So I'm waking up though. I'm getting there. Promise you, I'm getting there. Um, but yeah, I did mention earlier. Basically, I was doing some research on how cheap it is to travel from Thailand to other places around. Me always drinking. What's the drink of choice today? Um, So basically, I was doing some research on how cheap it is for flights to other places near Thailand, right? Like Manila or Philippines in general, Bali, Ho Chi Minh or Vietnam, Malaysia, and they're dirt cheap. I want to say all were under $100, or only one of them was $105, but the rest of them were under 100 US dollars. So, what have you guys done anything like flight from Thailand to another place nearby? And let me know. Looking tired, buddy. I just woke up, man. I just woke up, so I'll get there. Yeah, but I literally had just woken up, so and I didn't set my alarm up because normally I'm up by this time anyway, But I guess today, when your body says you're tired, your body says you're tired. Um, Doubles Black Johnny Walker. Yep, my good buddy Johnny. Can always rely on Johnny. Good stuff. Have you tried the more expensive bottle? I know he makes red label, blue label, black label. Um, I want to say it was a blue label that basically at one of the casinos I used to work at, a single shot of it went for like 40 something US dollars just for a shot. I had so many people that would order, be like, hey, let me get a Johnny Walker Blue Label and Coke or something. Like, it's like 40 something dollars, right? They're like, never mind, just give me red label or black label. So have you ever tried any of the other ones? And then it goes up from there. There's like special releases that are even more expensive. It's good stuff. Not bashing them, but it can get pricey if you order it at a bar. I'm going to the Philippines for Christmas from Thailand. I think. Nice. Do you have your lighter and everything already booked up? Um, so kind of funny. I've been going back and forth on that, and I finally settled on Thailand. Basically, last year I had booked. No, I'm sorry. This year, earlier this year, I had booked a trip for September of this year for Thailand, right? And then just because of work and everything, I kind of changed my mind and said, you know what? Let me do Philippines. Let me do Philippines instead for January. And Singapore Airlines had it where I can change my booking unlimited times. So I basically changed my booking to Philippines for January instead. I go, you know what? Cool. I'll go ahead and spend my birthday in January out in the Philippines. And I kind of started thinking about it more and more. I heard they're a little bit more strict with the jab for the beer situation. I'll leave it at that. So I just kind of started thinking about it more and more, and that's when I said, you know what, I'm gonna change course and go back to Thailand, but I'll do it, probably like March of next year. Gives me enough time to save, work both jobs, save enough money and everything. So, yeah. So basically, my plans are now March, go to Thailand, but I'll be there for a few months. I'm thinking about 6 months. It could be longer. Just depends on money and where I'm at financially with my money saved up, but 6 months is what I'm aiming for right now. And then also the visa situation too. So I can go do visa on arrival and then extend a couple of times, but that only gives me 3 months, I believe. So I'm looking at an education visa, either learning Thai or learning Muay Thai. So I just have to look into my visa options still. Um, yeah, blue limited edition, way too expensive. Malibu and pineapple, good choice. That's always a good one. But yeah, blue and limited edition are way too expensive. Yeah, 100%. And when people try to order them, I always give them a heads up just because I know that 90% of them are going to change their mind when they hear the price. Um, both places I work at don't actually have the blue label though, so I don't have to worry about that right now. I'm not buying that on my birthday in Pattaya then. Yeah, it's pricey, Steve. You know what? I don't even know if Pattaya would have the blue label. I'm sure these guys can probably tell you better than I can. Looking about 170 from Bangkok over Chris. Okay, that's actually not bad. Um, good eat drinking never. Let me see here. So yeah, basically, that's kind of what I'm thinking right now is where to go. You know, do I like is there any places from Thailand that I can go to, and also that actually could work out in my favor because I can leave the country, go to another country, and it restarts my time in Thailand too. You know, so if I go to Thailand for say 2 months, then go to Philippines for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, and then I can come back to Thailand and I can get another 30 days and then extend another 30. You know what I mean? And then after that I can go to say Malaysia or Vietnam or something for a couple of weeks or whatever I want to go for, and I can come back to Thailand and again have another 30 or 60 days or whatever. So that actually could work in my favor too. Um, from what I can tell, the flights were really cheap. Just kind of wondering if you guys have ever been to any of those locations. What are your thoughts on them? Is it worth it? And stuff like that. Because I still have time to plan it out, but it's not like I have that much time to plan it out, you know? So the time to start planning is soon. That's kind of why I'm kind of looking at those options right now. But yeah, I've heard a lot about Philippines. Philippines is supposed to be beautiful. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I mean, I know a lot of Filipino friends here in the U.S. and I love the Filipino culture. I think they're amazing, very kind people, very friendly people, very welcoming people. So that'd be really cool to go and experience that. Um, you know, and then the food. I've had their food. It's good. Um, some things seem like it's actually more expensive than Thailand though. So I'd have to do some research on that part. You know, how's the food out there? Like when you go eat, how are the drinks out there? Are the drinks more expensive? Are the drinks cheaper? Um, I've heard give and take. I've heard it could be both. So just kind of curious on that part. Let me see. Been there twice. Was there last June? Nice. So you're recently there. Carl, is it kind of back to normal, or is it still kind of suffering and still kind of struggling to get back to normal? Blue is a nice drink. Yeah, it's really smooth. It's really, really smooth, but it's cheaper to buy a bottle and sip it at home than going and buying it at a bar or nightclub or something or a casino because you're just gonna pay their fee for it and it's way more expensive, you know. Um, so yeah, basically on my list right now, I'm kind of tempted to do Bali. I've heard good things about Bali. Um, you guys have heard me say Philippines. I've heard good things about Philippines. Um, I've always kind of wanted to do Malaysia, but that's not really high on my list. But if it is cheap and it's a possibility, I could possibly do it. But Vietnam has kind of been on my list too, so I would say those are the ones I'm kind of thinking of right now. I would say drinks are cheaper than Thailand. Nice. Okay, that's cool. Um, there's a beach city in Philippines that's really popular. I'm trying to. Is it Boracay? I think it's called Boracay, and that's kind of on my list. If I did go, I'd want to go see Boracay. I've heard Boracay is beautiful. I heard it's like a really beach city. I've seen some YouTube videos on it. It seems really really cool. So I would definitely do Boracay. We'll have a bottle of Macallan 15 for Hamel's April, which we'll crack open. Nice, that's cool. I've actually never tried it, but I've heard good things. Glenmorangie. You know what the funny part with that one is? There was someone staying at my hotel at my bartending job at the hotel. Literally finished a giant bottle of Glenmorangie, and he finished it by himself. It was one of the tall bottles too, and he literally finished it by himself um, on Tuesday and then yesterday when I worked that job. So yeah, they're people that love their scotch. They love their scotch and they're kind of committed to it. Um, it was getting back to normal. I think it will be almost back to normal in the next few months. That's awesome. That's really great to hear. It's kind of sad how not just Philippines, not just Thailand, but how a lot of tourist destinations kind of got devastated by all these restrictions and everything. So it's kind of cool to see everything kind of coming back to life, and it's about time. It's really time. Um, if you ever get bored of, you should go out of Pattaya. I mean, never leave Pattaya. I've heard Bangkok is really, really expensive, like really expensive. So I do want to check out Bangkok just to check out the big city and check it out. But to say like I'd be going over there to drink and like bar hop and stuff, I mean, I've just heard it's really pricey. So Bangkok is somewhere I want to go though. Most recently, I've been looking at Thailand options too. I mean, you hear a lot about Koh Samui. You hear a lot about Actually, this one I just recently heard of, but Koh Phi Phi. Is that the way you pronounce it? Koh Phi Phi, I believe. I heard it's pretty much a beach city that has beach parties like 24/7. But I've heard really cool things about that. The YouTube videos I saw seemed like there was a lot of expats there too. So, I mean, but I mean, beach wise, it seems really cool. So I definitely go and check that out. Um, Boracay, yeah, so it is called Boracay. Okay. Yeah, I've heard great things about it. I really have. So that's definitely on my list if I would go there. Scud is such a sweetheart. Yeah, Scud's a great guy, nice guy. Definitely have a drink with you when we're in Thailand. I think you're one of the few that can probably keep up with me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not saying I'm a hardcore drinker, but I can handle my alcohol fairly well. Let's see. I meant out of Thailand. G. Gotcha, gotcha. They filmed the beach there, I believe. Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool. Um, so yeah, basically those are like kind of what I'm thinking about travel wise. I still do plan on being in Thailand for the majority of the time, but if I can get away for 2 weeks, to Philippines to Vietnam or anything, I'd definitely do it. And it actually could help with the visa problem. So that's actually probably a solid option. What I would pay to go and get it extended at immigration is probably how much I'd pay for a flight anyway, So I'm definitely thinking about it. But don't worry, Steve. I plan on being in Thailand in April for your birthday. Don't worry. I'm not going to be traveling outside of Thailand for that part. So no worries there. Um, go to I hope I pronounce this right, but go to Koh Phanag for a full moon party. I think I've seen a YouTube video on that. I think I have. It's right on the beach, right? If I'm thinking about the right one. Bali, Philippines. If you get out there, definitely worth a trip out. Okay, cool. Yeah, and those are two that are high on my list. So that's awesome. Um, all right, sorry, I just got an important text message. Yeah, those two are the ones that are high on my list. So, I heard, is it Bali the one? No, Colombia, I believe, is the one that they say. No, I'm sorry. Wow, I'm all mixed up right now. Cambodia is the one that basically said they say it's like Thailand, but from 20 years ago, right? Is that the one I'm thinking of? But yeah, Bali, Philippines for sure are on my list. Um, Gabe, you read my mind, buddy. Yeah, no, don't worry. We've been talking about it enough. Believe me, we'll do some cool bar crawls. I believe a few of the guys already said they have all kinds of stuff planned for you. So, your birthday trip will be amazing. I'm sure of it, and I'm sure you'll meet every Annie in Thailand. Annie number one, Annie number two, Annie number 12. We'll get you to meet all the Annies that Pattaya has to offer. Um, so yeah, that's basically where I'm at with my trip planning right now. Um, but then I also have to see if Singapore Air will let me reroute my flight to fly back like 6 months later. They actually might not let me. I want to say some things said that your trip has to be back within 90 days or something like that. So I have to battle that one with them, see if they let me. Um, I don't know if YouTube will actually let me say that or not, but the last person that typed in the chat, "What's up, buddy? Hope you're well." Um, I literally, YouTube actually doesn't allow you to say certain things, or they can like demonetize you, or they can like basically make your channel like 18 and up or something. I don't know what they do, but yeah, there's certain words that YouTube won't let you to do. That's why I will never, I won't say anything political. I won't say anything about the beer situation that we just went through in 2020. I won't say anything about the jab, just because you know um, they basically can start labeling you for certain things. They can start putting. I don't want to get any. What are they called? They're big on Facebook too. Oh God, fact checkers. I don't want any fact checkers to come over and whatever. So I won't say certain things, and there's certain bad words that you can't say either. So basically, when I upload a channel, they will basically when I upload a video, they basically ask you like, do you have any foul words in your video or anything? So yeah, there's certain words that you can't say because YouTube just doesn't like it. They'll spank you for it. Vietnam, Cambodia, simpler times when they used to be in Pattaya. Ah, okay, got it. Yeah, I'm excited. Really want to check it out. Like I said, it'll be about 6 months. It could be longer. Like I said, it just depends. I've even thought about getting a third job during the day, just to save up even more, just to make my trip like that much more memorable. Don't get me wrong, like with what I have and how things are going right now, my 6 months are going to be great already. Like I'm not worried about it. I got it under control. But just to have that possibility of possibly doing 9 months or more out there, you know what I mean? So, um, they're called, yeah. They're I don't like the fact checkers one bit. They're crazy, you know. It's like, and who's gonna fact check the fact checkers? You know, I'm just over that crap. Um, so yeah, basically that's what I'm kind of thinking about with the traveling part. Um, like I said, for this year coming up, I have a Mexico trip within the next 2 or 3 weeks. Vegas is just around the corner from me, so I got a $62 US round trip flight. So for $62, I flew from an airport not far from me to Vegas, and then I flew back. 62 US dollars. The only downfall to that was you couldn't take the only bag you could take is a personal bag. So I took my backpack, and I got away with it, no problem. But there was another person that had a backpack. Now it was a big backpack. It was like a camping backpack kind of, and they made them like measure it, and they told him it was too big and he had to pay for a bag. But I mean, he kind of got carried away and try to overstep his boundaries a little bit too much. I took a basic backpack and I got away with it, no problem. But 62 US dollars for a round trip flight from here to Vegas and back is super cheap. So with flights like that, or it's like a 3.5 hour drive, you know. So for flights or drives like that, I can go to Vegas pretty much anytime I want. Sometimes I get good room options, because I have players cards for the casinos, and sometimes there's really not good deals out there. Basically, if there's a lot of conventions in town in Vegas for that time, they're not going to offer you cheap or free rooms because they have the business that they need already, right? But if it's like slow season or they don't have a lot of bookings, that's when they'll start sending their players card members, hey, 50% off rooms, or buy one room night get one room free or something like that. So yeah, I just have to check the emails and see what kind of offers I get like that. I went to visit TJ. It looks wild parties there. It's insane over there. Basically, a lot goes out there. It's a lot cheaper to drink out there. Food's cheaper. Everything's cheaper out there. Um, in March of next year, it's not in TJ, but it's in Rosarito. Rosarito is basically the neighboring city to Tijuana, but it's like the beach city. So I'm going to Rosarito in March for spring break. This venue is called Papas and Beer. It's in Rosarito. I believe it's the largest beach club in the Western Hemisphere. I believe that's what they call themselves. So it's insane. If you guys want to Google this right now, Google Papas and Beer. Papas and Beer Rosarito. And basically, I'm going to their spring break party. It's insane over there. I went there before the beer situation, and there was literally people. How am I gonna word this for YouTube not to get angry at me? There's people getting it on right by the main bar, and it was actually like no one said anything about it. Um, it's crazy. I mean, there's twerking competitions. There's like a wet T-shirt concerts or contests. I'm sorry. I mean, it's kind of like an everything goes out there, and people just go out there. Not only is like their spring break, it's so they're on vacation, but it's also like international. So it's kind of an international vacation. So they go out there and they have fun. I got a party package. I got it for 50 US dollars because I got it on pre-sale. It includes open bar for 2 hours on Friday night, pool party Friday daytime, pool party on Saturday, open bar for 2 hours on Saturday night, and then some kind of like a farewell party on Sunday morning. So for 50 US dollars, and you basically get 4 hours of open bar for it, that's not bad. I know last time they didn't offer you all the alcohol, like it was only like well vodka, well tequila, and then like 2 or 3 beer bottle options. But for that price, I can live with it. There's a million drinks you can get for that. Um, Spring break as well. Yeah, it's crazy. I'll be over there. basically the way that they do it is like I got mine last month, so I got mine for $50 for that pre-party package. It just went live again, I want to say yesterday, and they're doing like round two of the pre-sale. So I want to say it went up maybe $10 or $20 than what I got it for, but it's still at a discounted rate right now. And then the final time that they go on sale before spring break, it's going to be at regular price, which could be 100, something like that. I think it's like $100 or a little over 100. So basically, right now they're doing round two of like the discounted prices. Um, but yeah, you guys can find it. Papa's and Beer, Rosarito. And if you look up Papa's and Beer Spring Break, I mean, it's insane over there. It's really cool. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great. Um, I gotta get in shape. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm working on it. I actually did better this week, but yeah, I gotta get in shape for that. So it's right before my Thailand trip. Basically, I'll go to that early March, and then I plan on flying out 1 or 2 weeks later after that. So um, I'll be doing so much filming out there, so much content out there, and then just upload it all on YouTube, and then basically that'll roll me through my time until I leave to Thailand. So yeah, it's gonna be amazing out there. I'm really excited about that. And then in February, I'm going to Vegas for a really good friend's wedding. So I'll be in Vegas in February. So 2023 is already looking pretty exciting for me. I'm not gonna lie. Creating a new YouTube language, no ban. Yeah, honestly, it's kind of needed. Which part of Mexico? Get some content up when you're there. So basically, from here to Mexico, it's only like an hour and a half trip. So I usually will drive my car to San Ysidro or San Diego. Just say San Diego. I will park my car near the border. I used to live in that area, so I know where I can get away with parking my car overnight or for 2 days. I have a couple of friends in town too. I park my car there, and then I basically cross by foot. Once I cross by foot, um, hang on. Actually, Steve, did you sort out your phone resolution settings? When I actually, right now I'm on my laptop, so my laptop should automatically be at 1080p. You guys can probably tell me that right now. If you guys go into your settings, like on the screen, does it give you like an option to go to a higher resolution? Because my laptop should be automatically sent at a higher resolution. So I'm not on my laptop. I mean, I'm not on my phone. I'm on my laptop today. So is it your settings, Steve? Or guys, anyone else can tell us what's my resolution on my video right now? Okay, so yeah, I crossed my foot into Mexico. It's basically a lot faster, and then I don't like to drive out there. Driving's crazy out there. I don't trust myself. So plus, I'm going out there to drink and stuff. Why take a car? So I crossed my foot. Once I cross my foot, it's very simple. They check your passport. If you're there less than a week, they don't charge you anything. If you're gonna stay in Mexico for over a week, I think they charge you, it's almost like $20 to if you're going to be there over a week. But under 7 days, you don't have to pay anything. Other than that, you walk right in. But I like to go to Tijuana. So um, Dante, yeah, when I go to Tijuana, Mexico. It's literally the neighboring city to San Diego. Um, Plenty of nightlife there, plenty of Mexican food there. There's plenty to do there. So it's a very easy, very convenient. Cross the border, you end up in Tijuana. You can get a hotel room for about $60 a night. It's not bad at all. Um, but yeah, Tijuana's a lot of fun. If you want to go just further than that, then Rosarito, Mexico is the next neighboring city to Tijuana. Rosarito City is very known for basically it's very well known for like the beaches and stuff like that. So that's why you have a lot of stuff that you can do near the beach. So you can have food, drinks right on the beach side. There's that Papa's and Beer that I was talking about, the largest beach club in the Western Hemisphere. So yeah, you have that option too. There's another I can't think of the name of it right now. There's another beach club too. It'll come to me later, but there's another beach club there. So in Rosarito, you're gonna get more of that beach feeling, that beach vibe. You'll have your bars, you'll have your nightclubs, but you also have more of that beach vibe. So, um, hey FFD, hope you're doing well. Thanks for being on here. Heineken, all of a sudden, right? This is actually from Pattaya. I got this hat over there. It was super cheap. I think it was like $3 for this hat. And it's funny, I'm over here sporting a Heineken hat while drinking this right here. Golden Road Brewing, they make a few different beers. They make like melon cart, mango cart, guava cart. It's actually a beer. It's not a seltzer. Don't think that, but it's a beer. I want to say it's actually fairly strong for. for being what it is, 5%. So keep that in mind. I mean, even like a Budweiser or Bud Light or Coors Light or anything is like 4.2, I think. So this isn't bad. I mean, like I said, it's actually a beer and it's actually really good. But yeah, this is my Pattaya hat here. I think I got like two or three hats out there. Um, I got a wallet. Is that too much? I can't remember. I want to say it was like 100 baht. I can't remember. Um, yeah, but I got a wallet out there too. It's a Gucci wallet, but it's finally starting to fall apart a year later. Um, so yeah, basically, but yeah, Mexico's a lot of fun. I love Mexico. It's like an hour and a half drive for me, so I love going out there. I always have fun. You can really go out there on a budget and still enjoy yourself. There's a great nightlife. There's everything you want out there. Um, there's gentlemen's clubs out there. There's everything out there. So it's a fun time. I have heard that that area where like the gents clubs and all that are, that it's really actually kind of dangerous. So that's something to be careful with out there. But there's like people that kind of look for those tourists and stuff like that. But everywhere I've gone in the nightlife area, like where the bars, the nightclubs, the restaurants, and all that are, I've never had a problem. So um, yeah, it wasn't Gucci. It was Gucci, but it wasn't Gucci. Um, Scud's here. Are you still enjoying your Johnny, our friend Johnny over there? So yeah, basically that's kind of what I'm where I'm at right now is like planning my trip. Where do I go to Vietnam? Do I go to Bali? Stuff like that. But the more and more I kind of think about it and talk out loud, the more and more I'm convincing myself that it could kind of serve as a border run too, which will help me with my Thailand time. So I'm actually kind of talking myself into it more and more. So I'll finalize that, like what I'm gonna be doing. But like I said, Steve, don't worry, I'll be there in April. Have some cool stuff going on. Um, what was I gonna say? So yeah, those are my trips coming up in the near future. Like I said, Mexico within the next month or so. Basically, waiting on a coworker to tell me what days we're gonna go. But anytime I go to Mexico, I always do some cool content out there. I speak Spanish fluently, so it's not a problem for me. And I've never had a problem streaming out there. Like I said, when I film YouTube videos, I'm pretty respectful. Even if you guys saw my live streams from Vegas, Sunday and Monday, I have the video up. I'm filming. People can see I clearly have a phone up, and I'm either my phone or my camera. Um, People can see I clearly have it up. And if I see someone walking directly at me, I try to change it to another direction. So I'm not going to get like in someone's face like, "Hey, I'm recording you." I try to be very respectful, and I've never had a problem anywhere. In Thailand, I had zero issues with filming. Um, in Mexico, I've never had a problem filming, and anywhere here in the U.S., I've never had a problem filming. So if you try to be respectful of it, I've never had a problem with anyone telling me anything. Um, you just got to be respectful and respect people's privacy. If you lived in Europe, would you bother going to Central and South America? Um, that's tough to say because I'm sure that the tickets are more expensive. I mean, flights and all that. So, yes and no. There's some beautiful parts to go to for sure. Um, I would probably make sure that you made it worthwhile. You know what I mean? Like maybe knock out two or three birds in one stone. So like if you were to say for Mexico, for example, I would probably say make sure you're going to like two or three cities that you really want to check out, and then do it that way. Um, I would probably say make sure it's worth it. Like, don't just do a flight just for say the city of Mexico, right? Mexico City, or Cancun, Mexico, which is like a big tourist destination. I would say just don't book it for like Cancun or Mexico City or something. Make sure you knock out like maybe two or three cities that you really want to go to, or two maybe neighboring countries. Like kind of like I'm talking about Thailand right now, right? Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Bali, whatever. I would probably say do something like that to make sure it's worthwhile. Go to one country, check it out, and then go to another country after that. Don't get me wrong, there's some beautiful stuff to go see. I just know from Europe that it would be more expensive for you for sure. So I would just make sure it's definitely worthwhile for you. Um, just Google Papas and Beer. Looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a blast. I've been there. So basically, they have some huge parties. They always go all out for their spring break. Last year, Lil Jon performed. So Lil Jon was one of like their premier performers over there. They also have a huge party in July, like their anniversary party. They go all out for their anniversary party, so it's huge. They do some cool stuff out there. I really should get them to sponsor me, huh? Because I'm like talking about them and promoting them. The good thing is I finally feel awake now. I finally feel more like myself, so we're good now. But other than that, we're yeah, no problem, anytime. And that probably wasn't too helpful, but I hope it was some kind of help. Um, yeah, other than that, for Thailand, I'll do some cool content out there. I have a lot planned for Thailand. Next year, it'll be cool. For our Discord, I will basically be inviting businesses from now on. So I'll start reaching out to some businesses, try to get them on. If you guys have any businesses that you guys would like to invite, by all means, invite them. Um, just tell them it's a free place that they can go and promote, to people that travel to Thailand a lot. I think that's what's really attractive. It's free. They can post in any room they want, not just a particular room. But if there's any rooms or any businesses you guys want to invite to the Discord, by all means, feel free to. And that can go for anything, bars, restaurants. We have a taxi service on there, which is amazing already. That's cool. But yeah, anyone that you can think of that would benefit to promote themselves for free, by all means, let's get them on Discord. It'll be cool. Um, are we all on Discord from this chat right now? If not, I'm sure one of us can drop a link. I think we're all on Discord. Yeah, I believe so. But yeah, if anyone wants to drop a Discord link in the chat, just in case someone's watching and not on here, by all means, feel free to drop a Discord, an invite link, and we can get you invited to our Discord channel. It's basically about Thailand, Pattaya in general. If it gets big enough, we could do other areas, but for right now, it's just Pattaya because that seems to be where everyone kind of talks about. Um, so yeah, like I said, this was a very last minute. Well, it wasn't last minute. It was planned. I have to admit, it was planned, but it was last minute because I woke up and I just woke up late. So yeah, thanks for hanging in there with me. Sorry, I'm kind of a mess today, but at least towards the end, I was kind of myself again. Um, oh, have you guys ever seen my camera? This is the camera that I film most of my content with. It's a DJI. DJI is the same one that make the like the drones, but it's kind of cool. This kind of goes back and forth. You can switch the lens from facing you or facing other people. A screen so you know what you're filming. It's also a camera. Here, I'll show you right now. So basically, it turns around. Now it's facing you guys. But yeah, that's what I film. I would say like 95% of my content with. I do have a 4K camera. It's kind of a cheap camera. Um, Yeah, it's kind of a cheap camera. That one's waterproof, so I've done some water videos. Like when I was in Phuket last year, I did a lot of videos in the actual in the pool area with that camera. So it's just a cheap camera from Amazon, but it's waterproof, so it actually is kind of handy, So I filmed some with that, but I would say 95% of my videos are all filmed with this. Um, I do my live streams though. If I'm at home, like right now, I'm using my laptop. But like in Vegas, I used my iPhone for live streaming. So um, but Steve, I haven't forgotten. I'll check the settings on my phone, but I'm kind of wondering if it's the settings for you. Maybe it's auto to like 3.6, whatever that lowest settings is for resolution. Um, Prep, how's it going, buddy? How's it going with you? How's everything? I hope you're well. Thanks for joining, buddy. And bloody Amazon. Oh yeah, you know all about Amazon, don't you, Steve? Um, but yeah, it's yeah, that's what I use basically for most of my live streams. So if you guys have any input on the live streams, if you guys did watch my Vegas ones and you have any input on it, let me know. If you guys enjoyed the live streams I did from Vegas, let me know as well so I can plan more of them. Um, I just did Fremont. I didn't do the Strip. I just feel like there's more that you can kind of see in Fremont. The Strip, basically, it's really cool to live stream on the Strip, but if I did a walk around on the Las Vegas Strip, it can take a long time. You can literally walk from one end, which is like where MGM, Excalibur, Luxor are. If you walk from that end all the way to the other side of the strip, the other side of the strip, like where Caesar's Palace is, it can literally take you about an hour and 15 minutes, an hour and a half, if you're just kind of walking and just filming. But if you're like gonna walk through casinos, check out bars, stop and get a drink along the way, it could easily take you a couple hours. So, um, that's why I kind of didn't do the strip, just because it would take a lot longer. But I can easily do the strip next time. Do a live stream from one end all the way to the other, and just do a live stream for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. I can do that. It's not a problem. Still 720 looks awful on my OLED. That's crazy. Um, because now it's my phone and now it's also my laptop. That's you know what? I don't know. And right now I'm actually using Streamlabs for it. Um, so I got to see what's up with that. Because now that's not only is that settings on the YouTube app from my phone, now that settings on here too. So that's interesting. But I'll play around with it. There has to be something I can find on here. Um, this will be cool for Thailand though. Let me see. Here we go. This will be cool once I get into Thailand. I have some plans for this one. Spin wheel, put some different alcohol in there. That's what I plan on doing with some like if I can get like staff from like bars and stuff like that. Since this is primarily a travel slash bartending channel, but if I can get out there and have some staff, like some bartenders, some of the girls, go on a live stream with me, and we can just kind of do the spin wheel, and they can have different shots with me and stuff like that. I think that'll be really cool. I would just kind of update it to spin wheel with the type of alcohol that they're offering me and stuff like, or the type of alcohol that they have on hand and the shots that they know how to make, and we could do cool spin wheels so you guys can interact with the girls and the staff and stuff like that. So this spin wheel will be a big plan going forward. Once I'm in Thailand. Let's see here. Maybe you could pretend you were a totally new tourist and go on an organized bar crawl. Do you mean in Thailand? It's kind of funny because in Thailand, I kind of will be a brand new tourist in a sense because I've been to Thailand twice, right? One time I was 21 and my aircraft carrier pulled into port. So I got 3 days in Thailand. And honestly, I don't remember much of it. I remember I stayed at a hotel that had a swim up bar. And like right when we got there, because so many people all of a sudden checked in at the same time, our rooms weren't ready. So they told us like, hey, you're more than welcome to hang out. So we said, well, can we, use your lobby restroom, switch into our swim gear, and go to the pool, and we'll just come back in a couple hours and check in. So I remember like basically we spent some time in the pool and then came back later on and checked into our hotel, right? Um, but yeah, basically I remember that. So we stayed at a really nice hotel. I remember going and watching a show in Thailand. I remember going like on a safari tour kind of thing. Other than that, I can't tell you what clubs I went to. I can't remember what bars I went to. Um, I remember being at a urinal, handling business, and then someone came up behind me and started massaging my shoulders and just being like, "What the is going on here?" You know. Other than that, I don't remember too much about that trip. I was younger, I was locked up on my boat for what 2.5 months, 3 months, I can't remember. So I wanted to get off. I wanted good food. I wanted to drink. So I probably was drinking heavily a lot, but for the most part, what I'm trying to say is I don't remember that trip too much about Thailand. Um, and then I went last year, but last year when I went, bars were closed, nightclubs were closed, restaurants weren't legally allowed to serve alcohol. So I think when I go back again next year, it's going to be kind of new to me because I'm going to be experiencing the bars, the nightclubs for the first time in a sense. So even though I'm not new to Thailand, I'm gonna be new to the nightlife in a way. So, Steve, you won't be alone, buddy. We can go check out bars. Um, but yeah, bar crawls are cool, especially for how many of us are gonna be in town at the same time in April. We can definitely do some kind of a bar crawl trip or something. Oh, in Vegas and Thailand, it would be easier to edit because of the no walking in between bars. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, you're right on that. And I could do something in Vegas for sure. Go to some of the coolest bars. That's actually a pretty solid idea for Vegas. Let me write it down. That's actually a good idea, and I know enough people out there where I can probably ask beforehand if I'm okay with filming in their bar, and they probably won't have an issue with it. But there's some cool bars in Vegas that I could do that there for sure. Um, but yeah, so in a way, it's gonna be me experiencing Vegas, or I'm sorry, Thailand's nightlife for the first time. I would say in Phuket at the time there was more businesses kind of bending the rules, and kind of serving alcohol. But in Pattaya, it was a lot more hush hush. So like I said, um, I've always seen it, and I remember seeing it from the time that I went when I was still in the Navy. I remember because guys, remember, correct me if I'm wrong, but Lucifer's has been there. Lucifer and Ibar have been in Pattaya for years and years and years, right? Because I'm pretty sure I remember seeing Lucifer from the time I went quite a few years ago in the Navy. I just remember going to Walking Street and seeing all the lights everywhere and being like, holy crap. So Lucifer, I know it's overpriced because it's Walking Street and all that, but Lucifer's on my list of places I want to go to. Um, I've heard really good things about quite a few other bars. I've heard Hangover Bar's fun. There's a few bars on my list. I have a list somewhere of the places that I told myself I would go visit. There's quite a few places. Um, Let me see. I've heard about some of the places. Like I've heard Dolls a Go Go has a lot of fun stuff to look at. If you catch my drift. Um, I've heard about Kink. I've heard it's a lot of fun. Um, I heard Cafe Racer is really good for cheap beer. So for cheap beer, go to Cafe Racer. I've heard. I think it's called Black Angels Bar. I heard it's cheap food and kind of a spot to just go and chill out for a while. So there's some cool places that for sure I have on my list already. So I'm doing my research ahead of time. I'm sure you do have a list, Steve. Um, just curious, probably what is your number one place that you're like for sure going? That's like top of your list. Where is that? And please don't say a certain spot just because of a certain cashier. Please don't. I understand you can meet here no problem, but that shouldn't be like your main purpose of going to that place because I'm pretty sure you can like message her on online or on something and she'll easily meet you somewhere outside of work. Black Angel's about 60 baht a beer. Okay, yeah, it's not bad. Other than that, last year when I was there, the spot to go to because of restrictions was Tree Town. So, um, yeah, I always went and drink beer at Tree Town. So it'll be cool to actually be able to go and enjoy the bars, and actually see them for what they are. Kink and Windmill. Okay, good. Actually, good options. I'm with you on that one for sure. So can make that happen in April. Other than that, where else did I go? I mean, Cave was opened up at the time, but Cave was only operating as a cafe at the time, so it was only coffee in there. But that's on right on LK Metro. LK Metro has some cool bars that I definitely want to check out. Oh gosh, I'm having a brain freeze here, guys. You guys can probably help me out. Um, so here's Soy Bucal, right? Here's LK Metro, and I can't remember what that street is. There's a corner bar. There's a corner bar. It's been there a long time. Is it called Billabong? I think is that the one I'm thinking about, Billabong. If it is, I heard that that's a really cool place. That they have live concerts all the time. They even have like tables that kind of come out towards the street more. I mean, I heard it just gets packed in there with live performances, a lot of FLs. And I just heard it's a really cool place to go. Is it called Billabong though? If that's the one I'm thinking about, I've heard really good things about that one too. Yes, Lucifer's is the oldest nightclub on Walking Street. I'm not sure the date, but many, many years. Okay, so yeah, that's the one. That's the one I remember seeing, and I remember like I really wanted to go in there, but I was with the group, and the group didn't go in there at the time. But yeah, that's on my list to go to for sure. Just go in there, get a bottle, get a table, and then just have fun and enjoy it. I definitely want to go. I know it's overpriced probably, but soy chai poon and soy paho triangle bar. Okay, chai poon. Yeah, gotcha. I remember Triangle Bar. The other place that I really really want to go to, and I will go, and I'll probably spend a lot of time there. I did a YouTube video of it last year when I was in Thailand. It was actually closed and it was being completely remodeled. But I will be spending some time in Inferno. Inferno is in a soy pothole as well. I just got to see it when it was completely gutted and getting remodeled. I've seen videos. I have them on my YouTube. I'm sorry, I have them on my Facebook. I have the owner on my Facebook, always posting updates. It seems like a great place to go. So I'll be spending some time at Inferno on soy paho or soy chayapun. Um, Steve, we know you're going to be spending a lot of time in that soy right there. Just make sure you don't put all your eggs in the same basket because there are plenty of fish in the sea when it comes to Pattaya. Trust me on that. Um, but yeah, so there's a few on my list. Triangle Bar, you're right. I've heard about that one. If it is called Billabong, I don't know. I hope that's the one I'm thinking of. But anyway, yeah, it's on Soy or LK Metro. High Rollers, Dive Bar look good. Yeah, you're right. Dive Bar. Actually, I met the owner of Dive Bar when I was there last year. Nice guy from what I can tell. Um, and High Rollers, I've heard there's a lot to look at in High Rollers. Yes, I was there. Inferno is great as well as High Rollers and Dive Bar. Nice, that's cool. Okay. Um, Yeah, like I said, I got a look inside of it before it opened back up. He told me all his plans and everything. I just saw an update. I think they're offering food now. I just saw an update on Facebook within the last week or two. So Inferno now has food, and the prices were really good, really affordable. So yeah, Inferno is actually probably a good place to go get some food. Go check it out. Um, yeah, there's a lot to check out on Soy Chayapun too. So if you just want to go or Soy Paho and just look on outside to the actual street, there's like everything to look at. There's massage girls outside. There's other bars, the staff outside trying to get people in. There's street vendors that are passing by. So Soy Paho seemed like a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun to be back in Pattaya. You guys can tell I'm really excited about it. Um, but yeah, I didn't do too much on Walking Street last year. Obviously, it was all shut down. I just did a video of how devastated it was. Literally, like, there was cars going through there, and I understand when it's 100% like right now that cars can't even get through. It's completely closed to cars. So to see that was happening, just to see all the bars shut down and for sale or for lease or whatever, that was kind of sad. So I didn't do too much of Walking Street. That's the only time I ever went anywhere near there. So it'll be cool to check it out and probably not spend a lot of money, but just go check it out. At least do Loose First since it's always been on my list. Um, and I see what else is there. I'm trying to think of another one that I heard is really big on Walking Street. Is it called 808 or something? I can't remember. But yeah, there's some cool stuff to see. Other than that, LK Metro has a lot of options. Um, Soy Chayapun or Soy Pao has a lot of options. There's some cool places, honestly. Um, Soy 6 looks great too. Spend some time there, buddy. When abouts in April, I am there in March to early April. I'll be getting there mid to late March. I haven't gotten my flight yet. I have to get a couple of things sorted out, and then I'm just kind of worried because I will be in Mexico the second weekend of March. So I want to make sure that no weird restrictions come back where, if you go to certain countries, you have to wait or quarantine. I'm just making sure none of that happens. So I'll probably be there towards late March. Steve, when in April will you be arriving? Because I know there's quite a few of us that are going to be there in April. Prep, there's a lot. I would say out of this group right here, I would say probably half are going to be in April. There's a large group of us. If you're not in our Discord, Prep, we do have a Discord. Not sure how active you are on Discord, but you're welcome to join it if you want. Steve has talked about basically has a birthday in April, and a lot of us are going to go over. A lot of us were planning on being there, but a lot of us are going to kind of help celebrate. So I think Steve's birthday bash in April is going to be like one of the larger events of Pattaya. We'll make it happen, Steve. A lot of us are over start of April onwards. Okay, so early April looks like. So you might actually catch a lot of us prep. April 2nd to April 20th. Okay, so you have 18 days in Pats. That's actually pretty great. You could do a lot in 18 days over there. you know, even with you being jet lagged for one day after or something like that, you're gonna, once you see everything, you're gonna start getting so excited. You're gonna want to go out right away. That's how I was, right when I arrived in Phuket, I wanted to go out right away. Once I arrived in Pattaya, I wanted to go out right away. Um, and yeah, I got lucky. That's one thing, you meet people in Thailand that you actually build a relationship with forever. Like the people I met in Phuket, like some of the staff, I still have them on my Instagram, and I would say maybe every 2 or 3 months we'll message each other. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're well. So you meet friends there. I met a good friend and well, I mean, we knew each other from Discord online, but I made a good friend, from just meeting the very first day, and he's a great friend of mine. I met his girlfriend; she's a sweetheart. So you meet some great people over there too, and I'm sure that's going to happen with a lot of us in April too. I tried to drop the Discord link in the chat, but it didn't show up for some reason. Okay. Yikes. Okay, for whatever reason, it's weird because this Streamlabs is actually linked to my um, face or my YouTube, or else it wouldn't be streaming on my channel right now. So I'm literally linked Streamlabs to my YouTube, but for whatever reason here in the chat, when I try to say something in the chat, it wants me to sign in. I'm like, really? Obviously, you're signed in. You're broadcasting on my channel right now. Hold on, I can drop the link. Just give me a second. Use my other screen here, get an invite link, invite people. Okay, sorry guys, I'm not ignoring you, I'm just getting an invite link. And then what I can do is, let me go from actual YouTube and I'll drop the link that way. I would be like a kid in a sweet shop. Yeah, you definitely will be. Hey, how's it going? Shin, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being on here. I appreciate it. Um, you're back home now, aren't you? I also tried to drop a link also. Steve, okay, thanks for trying. I don't know what's going on with that, but hold on. There's going to be an echo for a second. There's going to be an echo just because. Paste. Let me see if I can get it. Okay, here we go. It let me from actual YouTube. So you guys go. It's a link to a Discord. It's basically about Thailand, about Pattaya. Baby, it's a baby one right now, but we'll get it up there. We'll definitely get it up there. So if anyone on here isn't on our Discord, feel free to join. Plenty of content, great people on there. Honestly, every person we have on there is a great person. Interacts with each other very well. But yeah, feel free to join it. It's There's no cost. We'd never charge for anything on there, and we're gonna start getting some businesses on there. So yeah, feel free to join it, and yeah, just join a lot of like-minded people that love Thailand and love Pattaya and everything. I probably will call it a live stream in about 5 minutes. I went for over an hour. At least you guys got to see me after a while once I woke up. I haven't even had my coffee yet, so I need my coffee. Tonight's going to be interesting. I have to bartend at a concert, so it's supposed to be sold out. It's a sold out concert. So it's going to be busy, but I'll make that money, so I'm happy about that. Um, so yeah, concerts are always interesting. Usually it depends. The artist can go for 1 or 2 hours. So for, say he performs for 2 hours, right? The bar is slammed for about maybe 30 minutes, an hour before they start performing. People start arriving there. People will slam the bar, and then basically after that, when the concert starts, they'll come and get some rounds in between, and then right when the artist finishes a concert, everyone will come and close out their tabs. So I'll be slammed for a couple hours. We should also check out the Gents Club and Soy Bonkat or Club Fort Center. Soy Bonkat. Where exactly is that one at? 808 Insomnia, Ibar, good mix of clubs. Yeah, good call. Okay, so 808 was the one I was looking at. I heard great things about that one. Insomnia, iBar, good mix of clubs. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, those are some of the ones I definitely want to go to. It just depends, you know. And it's kind of funny because normally I'm not a huge club person. I'm more of a bar person. I think kind of working at a nightclub has helped me kind of get over that a little bit, you know. Um, and I just get angry anywhere like that you're at a bar or you're at a club and it's so crowded in there that people are like constantly like shoulder checking you or running into you. You know, you're spilling your drink everywhere. Like it can get kind of annoying, but I think in Thailand it would be very different. So, um, guys, can you guys confirm that you can see the link I dropped just to make sure? I just want to make sure everyone can see it. Um, Other than that, I'll figure this sign into chat thing and I'll get that going too. But yeah, Steve, as you can see, we have some plans. We'll make it happen. I was gonna look up real quick where this soy is. Oh, okay, so I see a couple of videos on it. I see soy bangkok between South Pattaya Road and Third Road. Some hotels like Euro Grand, Supameter, and Full Love Inn are on this soy Bangkok bars. There's still good news from Pattaya as many recents can visit. Soy Six bars are open. Many girls working daily. Soy Bangkok. Okay, so Soy Bangkok seems like they have some. They also have Bada Bing Gents Club, or several bars and Gents Club on the Soy Bangkok strip. Okay, so there's actually some stuff there. It's definitely worth checking out. Then prep, good call. I didn't really know about that Soy Bangkok. Um, yeah, we could do some research see if there's anywhere there worth checking out. A new Frog Bar beer complex on Walking Street looks epic. Nice. I didn't even know about that. That's cool. Frog Bar. Okay. The warehouse. Me and Leah are going to check it out in a few weeks. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys think about it. I saw it. It looks huge. Looks huge. I remember seeing it on Soy Bacau, right? Obviously, it was closed when I was there, but I remember seeing how huge it looks. It looks like a huge building. So it'll be cool to see how it is finally. And yes, see the link. Okay, good. So yeah, I think it's a good time to call it a stream now. Um, let's see, it's about an hour and 7 minutes in. Um, now that I'm finally feeling awake. But I'm gonna go get some coffee and do some stuff I have to do before work. But sorry, I do apologize. I'll make the next one more interesting. I literally just woke up minutes before the stream and got prepared as quickly as possible. But thanks for your patience. Thanks for hanging in there with me. I promise next one will be more interesting. I'll do something cool for it. For any of you that did watch, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Everyone that's on here, thanks. For those of you on Discord, I'll see you in Discord in a couple minutes. But yeah, just thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to me. Look out for a new video being dropped tomorrow. Other than that, just don't drink and drive. Please, if you are going to drink, drink responsibly. Um, Make today happen. It's a beautiful day. It's today's the day to go after your goals. Don't wait until tomorrow. Don't wait until next week. Start your goals today. Today's the day.